Okay, so this is an alternate fight from the World Combat Championships that happened on October 17th of 1995. And it's two very big individuals, Floyd being 340 pounds and Jerry Flynn, 235 pounds. Okay, here we go. And one is Kung Fu and the other is Shoot Fighting. So here we go.
235 versus 340, and as Bob says, it remains to be seen.
So these are two very big individuals, and I don't know if you've seen this fight before, but I have, and it's really something. Oh, here we go. This announcer, man, I don't know where they found this guy. Yeah. So anyway, the World Combat Championships happened years ago, like I said, in 1995. And I think they had this idea of being like competition for the UFC. And the idea was they had a grappling division where you were allowed to punch and kick and choke each other, submissions. And then they had a striking division where you weren't allowed to do submission holds. You could still punch and kick and you could do striking on the floor, but no submission holds. And I don't know actually what division these two guys were in. And I don't think they knew either. And yeah. Fred the Mangler Floyd. So I don't think either of these guys... Here, let me check. I don't think aside from this fight they ever... Oh no, this guy, Fred Floyd, he went on to have a record of 2-4. So, before this he fought Chemo Leopoldo. I didn't know that. You know, Chemo from the UFC or whatever? And here, let's check up on Jerry Flynn. Yeah, this was Jerry Flynn's only fight after this. And it's not surprising. Whoa, look at that. Now, bear in mind, these guys aren't wearing gloves. It's bare knuckle or whatever, but also their hands are wearing just an absolute ton of tape. Like, there was no limit on the amount of tape you could put on your hands. So some of these guys, their hands were taped up like bowling balls. You know what I mean? So imagine you have a 340-pound guy on top of you with his hands taped up like, like hammers. And now this is going on. Look at this. Madness. And bear in mind, the guy in the black pants is technically the grappler or whatever. He's supposed to have more grappling experience. He's the shoot fighter, And the other guy, the fellow on the bottom there, is from Budokan Kung Fu. And look at that. See, he's trying kind of an Americana. But, his head's included. That's not how you do an Americana. His head has to be clear of that whole thing, So, and trying to imagine trying to hold down this guy. 340 pounds, and round, roll around like a boulder or whatever. I don't know if I would mount a guy like this. I guess it's a good idea technically, but a guy like that, your knees wouldn't even touch the floor. Look at this, madness. The guy on top's trying some kind of Brock Lesnar neck crank on him here. Look at that. It's the same neck crank that Brock Lesnar did to who did he do it to? Frank Mir. But it didn't work so well here, and then look at this. It's just the big guy's on top now, and I don't even know if the big guy really technically knows how to grapple. Look, he's trying to toe hold here, and the guy's just hammering away on him, But the guy, when you're doing a toe hold, you got to have your legs pushing the guy away, or you got to have your legs somewhere between you and the other guy. Otherwise, this kind of stuff happens, And honestly, I don't know if this Kung Fu guy, I don't know if the Kung Fu guy knows any grappling at all. He's just, oh my God. Madness. And bear in mind, in this same event, Renzo Gracie was in this event. So, for whatever reason, Renzo didn't go on to fight this fellow on the bottom here. Look, the guy on the top, he's going for an ankle lock now. Now he's going for a heel hook. And the guy on top, he probably doesn't even know what's going on. Oh, look, he just rolls out of it. He knows. He's got good sensibilities at least, huh? And now look, he's on top of the guy, putting him kind of in a headlock or whatever. I think does he knee him in the head here? Now, bear in mind, like I said, the guy on top is 340 pounds. Right now in the UFC, their maximum weight is 265 pounds. So the guy on top in the blue shorts there, he is 80 pounds heavier than anybody that's ever fought in the UFC. Oh, wait, that's not true, because there was Emmanuel Yarborough back in like UFC 2 or whatever. But their current weight limit, 265 pounds. Like Brock Lesnar had to cut weight to make their maximum weight, you know? So, madness. Anyway, and the guy on the bottom tapped out. He had enough of that, you know? And now the guy in the mohawk gives his friend a hug. You know, it's nice to see, you know, affection like that. And this guy with the mullet, things did not go his way. Not the way he wanted them whatsoever. You know? But if you're a grappler and you're taking on a guy that's 80 pounds heavier than you, you better have your act together. Because if you get a big, thrashy, sweaty kung fu guy that's hands are, you know, taped up like bowling balls, that can go real wrong. Real wrong, you know? And, you know, the other guy, Jerry Flynn, he had top position a few times, but I mean, he fell back for an ankle lock and he's kind of rolling around looking for a toe hold and stuff. And like, you know, that's not a good way to start. Madness. You know, it's guys like this. I mean, Hoist Gracie did go on to fight a sumo wrestler, and there was a few incidents of, you know, true jiu-jitsu guys fighting truly big dudes, but what do you think would happen? Put it in the comments below. If Renzo Gracie were to have fought the cat on the bottom there, the guy in the blue shorts, you know, what would have happened? Renzo probably would have submitted him, but it would have been fun to see, don't you think? You know? And I think this was just an alternate fight. I don't think the winner of this went on to get a spot in the actual tournament, but, you know? Very impressive. God, this announcer. You know you're making an impression when, as the announcer, you're the most noteworthy part of it. Maybe he's not most noteworthy, I don't know. Don't mess with the Mangler. People don't get nicknames like that for no reason, you know. There's the hug. Congratulations, I like your mullet, you know? Don't mess with me. Yep.